Hello friends, in this video we will try to discuss one of the most important concept called list in Scala. Okay, so before we step into the practical, we will try to discuss few important points about the list. Okay, so the main point when it turns to the list can hold the all the elements in the list can hold the same data type. Okay, and the second point is list lists are immutable, means once the value has been assigned in a list, that cannot be changed based on the assignment. Okay, so we will try to see that into practical as what we discussed right now. Let's create an object. Okay, now we'll try, let's define list in Scala. Okay, now let's try to define the main method. Okay, now we will try to take a sample list. Okay, let's take integer, let's say list of integer. We will try to take an integer list, let's say 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8 comma 10. Now we'll try to take another list, let's say strings list of string equal to list of, let's say Bala comma Krishna comma Santosh comma Rama. Okay, we have taken two different lists. One holds the integer values, one holds the string. Now we will try to see the how it works. Now let's say println of integers println of strings. Now we'll try to run this. So we are printing the original list. So the first list holds the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Second list holds some string values. Okay. Now we will try to append some value for the integers list. Let's say I would like to append 1 using cons. So this symbol represents cons. So using this we are going to append a value for the existing list. Let's try to run and see this. See, it was assigned but it won't change. Let's try to print the original list. If we try to run and see, it holds the original list. So we can able to prepare, but we are unable to do the reassignment. So as discussed, it is an immutable. Okay, so now we have seen original list as well as how to append any value using the cons for the existing list. Now what we will try to check it out, how to print an empty list. Let's say nil. We'll try to run and see. See, this is created the empty list. if we want to pass the empty list, then apply the NIL condition. Now let's try to, if I want to create a list for empty list, want to create append some values. So in that case, how to do? Let's say I want to append 3, I want to append 9, I want to append 15. Okay, now we'll try to see whether the empty list can hold 3, 9, 15 or not. See, empty list consists now 3, 9, 15. So this is by using cons, this is the way that we can able to add the new elements. Okay, now what if I want to see the first element of the list? Now let's say integer dot head. Now we can able to see the first element from the list. What we had it 2. Okay, now we are good. We'll try to see how to print the tail. Let's say I am applying the tail function. Now we'll try to see what this is going to print. See, this has written 4, 6, 8, 10. So other than the first element, whatever it holds for that particular list, so whatever it is remaining other than the first element, so that is going to return all the elements. Okay, that is how the tail works. Now let's try to see the same scenario with strings as well. Let's try to apply the head, and let's try to apply the tail. So we have seen for the integer. Now we will try to see for string as well. See, it has taken the first element head Bala, and tail it has taken the rest of the rest of the elements Krishna, Santosh and Rama. Okay, and this is how the head and tail it helps us. Now what else? If I want to check whether it is a given string or integer, list is empty or not. So how to check whether it is list is empty or not? So using isEmpty function. Okay, now we'll try to run and see. If it is not empty, then it will return false, because list holds some values, right? So that's why it is returning false, it's not empty. Okay, so by using isEmpty we can able to return the boolean value whether it is true or false. Now we will try to do the reverse of the elements. Let's say dot reverse. So I am interested to reverse this list, means 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, let's try to apply the reverse function and we'll try to see the results. See, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. So this can able to fetch us the count, reverse count. Now what if I want to generate a specific element has to be into in the repeated times? So what I meant to say, let's try to create a list. Okay, and we'll try to fill. So how many times? Let's say 10 times, and what I have to repeat the 10 times. Let's say I want to print 10 times in a list. Okay, so now we will try to run and see whether it is 5 is repeated into 10 times in a given empty list or not. We'll try to run and see. See, the 5 has been consequently repeated 10 times in a given list. Okay, so this is how we can use the fill function. This is the one of the way. Now let's try to see another function. Let's say integer dot max. Okay, now we'll try to see what this is going to fetch, whether we are going to fetch max or not. What is the max here? 10 we can able to see. So it has returned successfully 10. Now we'll try to see min. Now we'll try to run and see whether we are going to fetch the minimum value is 2. So we can able to see the minimum value of 2. Okay, now we'll try to see another scenario, how to do the iterative way. I want to fetch all the elements at one shot. So in that case, integer dot, let's say, use the for each of println. Okay, now just take off parenthesis and then close it. Now we'll try to run and see whether we can able to get all the elements at one shot iteratively. See, we can able to fetch it 2 4 6 8 10, 2 4 6 8 10. Okay, so this is a command to print all elements at one shot using for each and println. Okay, so in this video we have created integer and we have created some string list, and then we are performing all these operations against the list in order to get the expected outcome. Okay, so that's all for today's guys. I hope you guys like this video. If you really like this, please do subscribe, like it and share it, and please do the comment. Bye guys.